generally have always been a pretty creative person. However, I've never really been all that great at finishing projects. So I'm kind of making this channel as a way to try to get myself to complete projects, to be more consistent with pursuing my own interests. I'm not sure if adding a project onto each project by recording it is the greatest idea, but we're gonna find out. I guess this is just another creative interest. At any rate, my friend gave me a dress because I had told her that I was interested in sewing, and I don't really have much sewing experience. She gave me a dress she had bought online. Turned out to be very frumpy, not super attractive. She gave it to me so that I could kind of play with it and experiment with it. She couldn't return it anyway. So I'm going to play a little bit of B-roll of me. I took it apart before I decided to do this, so all I have is the very Instagram-y video of me wearing it. Sorry. But at any rate, I've kind of already started the project. I've taken it apart. So here's the top. I don't even know where the lace to it is. It's supposed to have this laciness to it. I don't really like the way it sits on me anyway. It's very it's too low. And being that the dress is so like matronly and frumpy, it doesn't really make sense to me to have this sexy crisscross section. I already tried to mess with it by cutting the sleeves and taking it in a little bit. I don't know if that's even remotely visible. Camera, are you on autofocus? Are you going to focus for me? No? Okay, fine. Fuck you too. But yeah, I have this piece that I separated from the inner lining, which has already been opened up. It was like this. The inner lining of the skirt was significantly shorter than the dress itself. And this is the length of the dress. It's massively long. But I wanted to cut this so that I could add some width to it. I kind of want to do like a pixie-ish skirt. Not really sure how that's going to work, how I'm going to do it, but we'll find out. So for now, I'm just kind of exploring the direction of the fabric and kind of the stretchiness of it. It seems like it's pretty similarly stretchy. It seems like this might actually be a little bit stretchier than this. However, this is more meant to be kind of an undergarment, and they're both kind of sheer when stretched. So I do think I want to give myself a little bit of space, because even if this fits me, it's very, very tight, and I kind of would like this to be a little bit more comfortable, but still form-fitting. So I'm going to kind of use this top portion as a pattern, but I want to give it a little bit of space. So first I just need to take the top portion actually off of the top, and then kind of explore how I'm actually going to turn this and this into some kind of pattern. I had actually taken this in to kind of experiment with it, and that's why that came apart so easily. I need to watch a bunch of videos and figure out how people frame things and how I like how people frame things, so I can, frame things with a composition that is relatively intelligent and attractive. Well, anyway, forgive the trash framing. There, and you can focus on my hands. I tested out the stretchiness of the fabric with the original lining compared to the cami dress. What do you call one of these other than a cami dress? It's a cami. That's a dress. Whatever. It seemed like the stretchiness is pretty similar. However, being that this is meant to pretty much be an undergarment, I mean, they're both kind of sheer when stretched. And this is pretty tight. Like it fits, but it fits pretty tight. So I'm actually going to use this as a pattern, but I'm going to give it more give for when I reach this point. One thing I also notice is that I really need to pay attention to the direction because it stretches widthwise, but not lengthwise. So if I want it to stretch widthwise, I really need to pay attention to the direction that it's going. Just little things, figuring out. So I just have to remove it all, which is tedious. It almost seems like they did a straight stitch and then whatever stitch this is to make the edgings work. Figure it out. I'm trying to take this apart, and I'm starting to feel like a crazy person. Because you'd think that it would go rather quickly. But the way that this is sewn, it's just feeling like it's taking forever. Hey, so it has been quite a bit of time since I last recorded. I basically got really frustrated, ended up taking apart a bunch of stuff, pretty much sewing it back together exactly the way it was, but less well. And I don't know, it just was overall frustrating me. So I took a long break. The room that I'm working in changed, and so I took a big break because I basically had no idea what I wanted to do with this thing. I was feeling super uninspired, and then I bought a couple bralettes. I don't have a lot of clothes that are low in the back because typically I need support, so I never show my back much. But these bralettes are very cute and they have this really pretty embroidered backing, so I actually wanted to be able to show them off. And so that gave me an idea. So I'm going to completely redo how I'm trying to do the top. And I'm also probably going to split this into a few parts because I think it'll be easier starting out to edit smaller videos rather than some crazy long sewing adventure. And maybe that'll give me more motivation to stick with it. So, yeah. Funny thing, I haven't seen my flash drive since I moved, except I totally have because they are in my camera bag. So, on the upside, I know where those are now. Did anyone like get in front of the camera and realize that they were completely terrified of talking to it? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? What the fuck?